solidarity and support for coming here. We witnessed for the last year what the genocidal war in Gaza has destroyed life, destroyed infrastructure, destroyed everything in Gaza. Yet, despite of all of this, and all humanity organization and the International Criminal Court has accused Israel of committing genocide. Now the UK government is still supply weapons, supply the needed to Israel to carry on with the genocidal war in innocent Palestinian people. Yet, we are here gathered because the Forged Solution was named as one of the factories producing component of the F-35. The airplanes destroying lives in Gaza. The airplanes responsible for killing a child every 40 minutes in Gaza. This is why we are here. We are here to be the voice of the voiceless in Gaza and in Palestine. The horrors we saw in the last 2 years were horrendous. Yet, the Forged Solution, in its statement, applied that they are not producing parts of the F-35. I would just first of all, just to thank everyone who came from Sheffield, Rotherham, Peterborough, Halifax, and Northamptonshire. Thank you so much. And Barnsley, thank you, Barnsley. Now our first speaker, Hilary, who will give the national perception on the F-35 supply chain, the legal challenge being mounted, and how Forged Solutions tries to defend itself. Thank you. Silence.
Saha, why are we here today? We're here because of the utter failure of our government to fulfill its legal obligations. We're here because of the utter failure of our government to obey international law. The willingness of our government to trash international law. And we're here because of the corrupt nature of the global arms industry and the support that the UK government gives to the UK arms industry. We're here because of the corrupt, immoral and illegal nature of weapons factory like Forged Solutions.
Shame.
At the moment, UK arms export licences are still operating in this country for the F-35 fighter jet. The UK government is violating the arms treaty and its own export licence criteria. The criteria that the UK government says is, I quote, the most robust in the world. And yet, the UK government ignores that criteria when it comes to Israel and F-35 fighter jets.
Shame.
Our protest today is part of a global movement and a UK movement It almost completely lacks support from our so-called political leaders, those leaders who could bring Israel's genocide to an end, but failed to do so.
Yeah, that's public support!
We're here today standing on the shoulders of Palestinians, and in this case particularly Palestinian lawyers and human rights experts of Al-Haq, the Palestinian non-government organisation that's working with lawyers in this country to hold the UK government to account. And Al-Haq has been trying since December 2023 through the courts to force the UK government to suspend its arms licences. But the UK government has chosen instead to exempt licences for F-35 parts. That exemption that allows companies like Forged Solutions to still operate and to still export components for F-35 fighter jets, the most destructive fighter jet operating in the world today. So any part that's been produced in this country, including any parts produced by Forged Solutions, can be exported to the global supply chain that Israel that can then use either for new F-35 fighter jets, and it has existing orders in, or for its supply chain for spare parts for the F-35 fighter jets that are operating every day over the skies of Gaza.
Shame.
2 days ago, Forged Solutions sent a statement to Palestine Solidarity Campaign in London, and their statement stated that it was correcting disinformation, allegedly our disinformation. The statement, and you can have a read of it if you want to, the statement stated only that Forged Solutions don't manufacture parts for F-35 fighter jets in this factory here. It said absolutely nothing about whether it produced components for F-35 at any of its other 5 sites in the UK. It said nothing about whether it had a license for F-35 jets. It said nothing about whether it could show that any parts it produced could be stopped from going to Israel. So we've produced our own document that we're going to hang on the gate here and also pass to the management of Forged Solution. Our document, which in our words corrects disinformation. And I'm just going to go through what that is. The bottom line, nowhere does Forged Solutions deny that it has a license for F-35 fighter jets. In fact, it has 2. Campaign Against the Arms Trade and PSC got Freedom of Information requests 2 years ago and in November 24. Forged Solutions has 2 licenses registered for components. Nowhere does Forged Solution deny that it manufactures F-35 parts in any factories outside factories. Nowhere does Forged Solution explain how it can be sure that its components do not end up in Israel. And if any of you have been following the court case that Al-Haq has taken to the High Court, or listened to what the government has said at its select committees, the government has stated, both in court and in Parliament, that it cannot prevent parts being exported via the USA to Israel because it cannot track where those parts end up. Forged Solutions says that our claim that things it produced could end up in Israel is, I quote, speculative. It doesn't deny it. In fact, the government has said, and its lawyers have said, that there is no way of tracking parts. So this company can and is capable of producing components that end up in Israeli fighter jets bombing Gaza. So our questions to Forged Solutions: why do you still have 2 licenses to produce components for F-35? And our question to Forged Solutions is, do you not care that you are breaking international law? Do you not care that your actions in producing parts for F-35 jets is complicit in the genocide of the Palestinian people? And that's our message to Forged Solutions today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Stop the UK